Well, hello. I'm Anthony Saccaro, founder and president of Providence Financial and Insurance Services Incorporated, located in the heart of the San Fernando Valley in Woodland Hills, California. Also host of the Providence Financial Retirement Show, which airs every Saturday at our new time, 9:30 a.m. on AM 870 KRL Lays the Answer. Plus, I also host the Providence Financial Retirement Show podcast, which you can listen to by searching for the Providence Financial Retirement Show on your favorite podcast player, or just go to providencefinancialpodcast.com and you can listen to any of the shows that we've recorded over the last year. Hard to believe it's been a year. So these videos are primarily for our Providence Financial friends and family, our clients, and if you're a client of ours, thank you for your business. Thank you for your trust. If you're not a client of ours, feel free to contact us or go to providencefinancialinc.com and learn more about us. Contact us if you have any questions at all. And this video is going to cover one thing, and that is our client appreciation event coming up. Because I've got good news for you, and then I've got more good news for you. The good news is we are going to have a client appreciation event this year. That's the good news. The more good news is it's going to be virtual on Zoom. Okay, so that's not great news. I'm trying to spin it. I don't know how you spin a client appreciation event on Zoom. It's not the same. I've been grinding. This is my favorite event. I love doing the client appreciation event. You might not know this, but I like speaking publicly. I like shaking hands with you guys. I like getting up there. I like doing the market updates. I like watching the comedy. We've had a lot of good client appreciation events. I don't like doing it via Zoom. And I've been agonizing about this for like 6 months, trying to hold on to places and wait till last minute so we can put it together. And we just can't do it. It's irritating. I wanted to kind of share behind the scenes with you why, totally recognizing that it's not the same thing doing it Zoom. I think Zoom is better than nothing, but it's not the same thing. We can't rub shoulders with each other. But let me tell you kind of what's going on as to that decision, as to why we've decided to do a virtual. So you're not wondering. You actually know the thought process. First of all, we've had a hard time finding any places that will even do it. It's amazing. You think that after all this, this COVID year and a half now of restaurants being shut down, that they'd be open to doing it. They'd be wanting to do it. But we've put at least a dozen calls out there to different country clubs, different restaurants, the Odyssey, the Sheraton. Well, those are the only two that have actually gotten back to us that we're in communication with. The rest of them have not even called us back. We're not even getting any response. I mean, imagine, calling up and saying, hey, we want to bring 400 people to your restaurant and rent out a room for the whole night. Can you call us back to let us know, what that's going to take? And then not getting a phone call, not acceptable. We're not getting any calls. But with the Odyssey and with the Sheraton, the Universal Sheraton in Universal City, those two are the only ones that we're talking with. And the reality is they've got new staff. The people we're talking with are not people we've talked with in the past years, because we've done previous client appreciation events at both of them. The Odyssey is not helpful at all. The Odyssey has given us a lot of doubt as to whether they can even hold the event. And the reason is because of workers. They're basically saying we don't have the people to host a 400-person event. Sheraton is saying a little bit differently, but I am not confident that they can do it. We're just getting a lot of questionable signals from them. And one thing worse than having an event somewhere that we kind of force through is having an event that goes poorly. And you guys, we're not going to give you that experience here. And I certainly don't want to give you that experience at a place as well, too. So the reality is that's the biggest concern we have, is that we don't think you're going to get the right experience. The other thing is we're within 60 days right now, because we have a date. I'm going to give you the date here in just a minute that we're going to do it. But we're within 60 days of that date. Actually, I think we're 61 days at this point. So we're right there. And all of the contracts that we're going to sign basically say you can't cancel within 60 days. And if COVID resurges again and Delta resurges again and all of a sudden we can't get together, because right now you can get together, if that happens and you can't get together anymore, they're not going to want to cancel our contract. They're not going to want to give us our money back. We went through this last year where we had a big deposit. And then we had to fight to get our money back. And at this point, things have changed, so they're not going to want to do that. And I'm just not willing to fight with them on a cancellation 60 days before if things change. So that's part of it behind the scenes. The other part of it, and I'm going to suggest the bigger part of it is not that. Right? And that is that I've talked with a lot of you individually. I've talked with people coming in my office. I've had a lot of phone calls. Some of you, I've talked with you, and you have expressed to me, I'm going to say 50% of the people that I've talked to, just as I think about it, when we're reviewing your files, your folders, your situations, when you call me with a question and I'm on the phone with you, these are questions I'll just ask kind of in conversation. But I've gotten feedback from you that you wouldn't be comfortable attending an event anyway. A lot of you are in that, stage of life where you don't want to take the chance. You don't want to go out. You're staying at home. A little bit of fear. You can't afford to get COVID. A lot of you are taking care of people that are high risk, and a lot of you are high risk. I mean, we tend to serve people that are retired. Or as well. So a lot of you don't want to come because you're serving someone's high risk, and it's not fair to them to put them in that situation. So bottom line is this. Bottom line is a lot of you, probably half of you, have told me you couldn't make it even if we had one. And then I feel bad because now all of a sudden we're doing an event and it's like, you can't come or you don't want to come. That's almost even worse than not doing an event. So with that in mind, we're not going to be doing a in-person client appreciation event. Even if we did one, even if we could do one, it would be mask mandate. And so we'd have to have masks on. Imagine me speaking with a mask on. I mean, I couldn't see myself doing that. I mean, imagine a magician with a mask on. It's just not the same. So with all that, we've decided to do it through Zoom. And the date of that, take me 7 minutes to get to the date. The date of that is going to be on Friday. Wait for it. I'm looking at my calendar. Wait for it, because I had it. Friday, November 19th at 6 o'clock p.m. Friday, November 19th at 6 o'clock p.m. That's going to be our Zoom time. Now, this video is going out to our entire emailing list. Thousands and thousands of people. Okay. The reality is that we're going to create a new list for our clients, just for our clients, and then we will invite you, and I'll put out another video as well. But we're going to put a list of just our clients and only invite just our client. This is a client appreciation event, and we will make sure that we send you a series of emails, probably starting, if not next week, the week after next, within 2 weeks. So if you're getting this and a month goes by and you're a client of ours and you haven't got an email from us, you need to contact us and say, hey, Anthony said something about the client appreciation event. When is it? And how come I'm not getting an email? If you're a client of ours, on the financial side, okay, so a financial planning client of ours where we're managing your money to some degree, then you're invited to this event, okay? So now I do have some things up my sleeve. And we're going to do, last year at this time, we didn't know what we were doing. I had paid for the deposit. We were planning on doing it live, and then we kind of threw our client appreciation event together. It was better than nothing. We had Dave Scranton, special guest speaker, speak. He was the owner and president of Sound Income Strategies. And this year, well, I got some things up my sleeve. I don't know what's going to pan out yet, so I don't want to say too much. But I've got a good feeling. I think you guys are going to want to be there. We are going to give away more prizes. Again, we'll talk about what those prizes are during the client appreciation event. It's going to be similar to last time, where after the event is over, you complete a survey, spend a few minutes telling us what you think, and then you'll be entered into a raffle. So the event will be recorded. So if you're not available November 19th, that's the right date. I think I said that before, but November 19th at 6 o'clock p.m. If you're not available during that time, it'll be recorded, but you have to be on there live in order to be entered into the raffle, okay? Entered into the raffle. So that's it as far as our client appreciation event. And for those of you that are thinking, we were looking forward to another one, me too. I'm frustrated. I'm so over COVID. But for for the experience, I don't think we would get it if we went live, and then a lot of you couldn't come anyway. That's just not fair. So I understand it's not the same thing, but it is what it is. We will get to other live events because I love them, I promise you. But for now, that's it. November 19th, 6 o'clock p.m. via Zoom. You will get the links. You'll get communication from us ahead of time. If you are a client and you have not heard from us within a month, call us, because then you've missed something. We don't want you to miss anything. Look forward to seeing you at the appreciation event if we don't talk before then. God bless.